After spending our honeymoon at the Excellence Playa Mujeres and having an amazing experience, my wife and I decided to spend a recent anniversary at the other Excellence property in Mexico, the Riviera Cancun. This is an adults-only, all-inclusive, 5-star resort, and in this video, we're going to go over everything from the food and the drinks to the entertainment and everything in between. So stick around and check it out and see if this resort is right for you and your next vacation. All right, y'all, first things first, let's check out the room. All right, let's get straight to it and start with the bathroom. Do have dual sinks, which is awesome, and plenty of space for all of your stuff. One thing that we're not super keen on though with the bathroom is the toilet. Let's see that. You just don't have a lot of privacy, and it is small. So I think they could have done a better job of the layout of that. But the shower is really nice, very big as we walk in here. And you've got two options with the rain shower and then just kind of the normal shower. So definitely good shower. And it's not a hot tub, it is a big bathtub though, and it does have some jets in it. And yeah, it's nice. Me and my wife relaxed in here last night, it was good. They do keep you stocked with alcohol, but I will say this. Our biggest complaint so far is they're not restocking our room. They're not restocking our fridge, and I don't understand what the issue is. We called the front desk or concierge, I can't remember, the first or second day we were here, and said, hey look, you know, housekeeping is coming and cleaning the room, but they're not restocking anything, and they still haven't. So this could be an issue for you guys too. I just don't know what is going on with that. We're not used to that level of service from Excellence. We're used to better than that. When they do stock you, it's not bad. I mean, you got, you know, like soda and Fanta and water and usually beer, but they haven't been restocking that. And they'll give you some snacks as well. The espresso machine is pretty good, and you get these little pods to put in there. I think it's an espresso machine, so that's solid. And a nice safe and very key item right here is this pretty nice Conair steamer that I've been using every day to make sure my clothes look good. But you've got good storage in the closet with plenty of hangers, so that's a big plus. And here's the main part of the room. Pretty big, pretty spacious, and me and my wife did upgrade to an ocean view, which I'll show you in just a second. All right, so here is our balcony. We got a little table with a couple chairs, and we got this couch that's pretty nice and get some sun if you want to do a little sunbathing up here instead of going to the pool. And then we did upgrade to an ocean view. We've got a great view of the pool area and also a pretty solid view of the Gulf of Mexico. One other thing to note, you guys, depending on what time of year you're here, it is super humid in Mexico, okay? And right now it's October and it's still 85, 90 degrees out every single day. The room, no matter what you do, is musty. We noticed it right off the bat. There's just so much humidity in here. So you've got to do a couple things to mitigate that. So let's talk about that. The first thing is do not turn the AC off. You have to run the AC constantly. Do not shut it off. The floors will start to get slippery. The next thing, when you get here, immediately request a dehumidifier. We have been emptying this thing twice a day because that's how much humidity is in the air here. We were both kind of, you know, having a little bit of phlegm and coughing a little bit when we woke up in the morning, just because the air was so damp. This has helped immensely. So they'll send you one. Just call the front desk when you get here and request one. The other thing that you can do is bring damp rid with you and hang it in the closet with your clothes. You probably can't see it too much, but there is a solid amount of water in this damp rid bag right now. And I can tell when I open the closet that the closet smells good. It doesn't smell musty, and our clothes don't smell musty. Y'all don't believe me that this room is humid? We just filled this entire basket for the dehumidifier in half a day. Let me show you the amount of water that's gonna come out of here. See if I can do this without making a complete mess. Yeah, was not kidding about the humidity. The other thing that people have recommended to do is bring some Tide Pods with you. Then just, you can wash your clothes in the sink if you need to, if they get that musty smell. Yeah, so aside from the restocking issue and the one cockroach, the room is nice. And once we got the dehumidifier going, it has made a huge difference.
My wife and I are foodies, and one of the biggest draws for us at Excellence is the Cuisine. With 10 restaurants on property to choose from, the possibilities are virtually endless. From traditional Mexican dishes to Indian, Italian, tapas, seafood, and more, there's definitely something for every palate at Excellence. Our favorite restaurant was Chez Isabelle, the French place, where you'll find traditional dishes such as escargot, French onion soup, and duck confit. We highly recommend this one. If you're not feeling a formal meal, there's also 24/7 room service serving up some pretty good food, or the kitchen table, Excellence's buffet, which is also open for breakfast and lunch. If you're looking for a hidden gem, stop by the outdoor bar Solace, where you'll find amazing wood-fired pizza made fresh daily, a favorite of my wife and I to enjoy poolside with a cold beer. There's even a self-service ice cream machine if you're craving something sweet, and if you're a coffee person like me, you can get your caffeine fix at Aroma. An important thing to note is that not all the restaurants are open every day, and some are only open for lunch or dinner or vice versa. Make sure to download the Excellence app to see what's available on any given day. With plenty of bars to choose from serving up amazing and unique cocktails, the drinking experience at Excellence Riviera Cancun is top-notch, mirroring the dining experience. Cool off with a beer at Blue, the swim-up bar, or enjoy a cocktail at the heart and soul of Excellence, the Martini Bar in the main lobby. As with each bar at Excellence, Martini Bar has its own signature cocktails, one of which, the Guava Rum, was my personal favorite. All the margaritas that we sampled were awesome, but the mango and guayaba versions were the best in my humble opinion. You can even take a free class to learn how to craft the perfect margarita on your own. Add to this exceptional poolside service, and a refreshing drink is never far away at Excellence. For a quick rundown of bars, we have Martini Bar, Prelude, Blue, the swim-up bar, Soul, Stars, X Lounge, and if you're craving something non-alcoholic or maybe had a little bit too much to drink the night before, Revive, the juice bar. There's always something entertaining going on at Excellence Riviera Cancun. On our first night at the resort, my wife and I were treated to a Mexican party complete with Mexican cuisine, margaritas, and a traditional Mexican dance performance. And each night brought a new entertainment experience. From a Cirque show to the crowd favorite Michael Jackson impersonator, the nightly shows were a highlight of the trip. And the entertainment staff did an amazing job of putting together fun activities like pool aerobics, the margarita making class, and so much more, and also did a good job when the weather was inclement. The property at Excellence Riviera Cancun is beautiful and well maintained, although it is the older of the two Excellence resorts in Mexico. The Playa Mujeres location, where my wife and I went for our honeymoon, is the newest resort, built in 2007. Riviera Cancun was built in 2004. With lush, tropical landscapes and proximity to the beach, you truly get the feeling of being in paradise. From the super chill to party vibes at Blue, the swim-up bar, there's a pool to suit everyone's fancy at Excellence Riviera Cancun. There is also plenty of room on the beach if that's more your scene, and there are ample lounge chairs with tiki umbrellas for those lazy beach days, complete with drink service. While Excellence is located on the Caribbean Sea, the water isn't always a pristine green, and be prepared to deal with seaweed, as depending on the time of year, the sargassum can be relentless, although the staff does do a good job of keeping it off the beach. My wife and I live near the beach in Florida, so to be honest, we didn't spend much time on the beach at Excellence. Given its proximity to Riviera Maya and the coastline, there is an abundance of local wildlife you're bound to encounter at the resort. There's the curious coati, a relative of the raccoon, the elusive capybara, the largest living rodent, and the iguana, native to tropical areas of Mexico. If you're feeling adventurous, there's a true hidden gem a short walk from the resort. My Paradise Beach Club is an amazing little beach bar located a little over a mile from Excellence, and you can walk the beach to get there. The ceviche was the best I've ever had, the margaritas and mojitos were top-notch, and the staff was friendly and attentive.
Y'all just remember, if you come during the rainy season, it does rain just about every day. That's all right, there's always something to do, some activities inside, but just keep that in mind if you're planning your trip during the rainy season.
One downside to the property is the slippery floors. My wife slipped in a puddle and fell on the stairs outside our room. We were completely sober. And a couple that we met on the trip, the wife slipped and broke her wrist near one of the pools, and we heard similar stories from others. Excellence needs to do a better job of addressing guest safety in this area. So, all things considered, would I recommend Excellence Riviera Cancun? Well, let me just say this. My wife and I already have another trip booked for this fall. Is it the perfect resort? No. But the slippery floors, the humidity, the restocking issues that we encountered, and the lone cockroach we found in our room simply don't outweigh all of what this resort has to offer. Incredible culinary experiences, great cocktails, entertaining shows, accommodating staff, and just an overall beautiful property. Prices at the resort vary depending on time of year, but you can expect to pay around $3,000 to $4,000 per couple for 7 nights, not including flights, for a room similar to the one in this video. Overall, I'm giving Excellence Riviera Cancun 8 out of 10 stars. Let me know if you guys agree. That's it. Hope y'all enjoyed the show, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave. And if you're looking for an all-inclusive resort on Paradise Island in the Bahamas, check out the link in the description below. We'll see you next time.